You are now tuned into the Captain's Law Podcast
with your host, Rob Marbury.
All right, folks. We back in the lab. We back in the studio. This is the Captain's Law Podcast, man. Home for your sports, NFL and NBA, culture and perspective, and another segment I like to call Conversations Beyond Sports. That's when I have guests. So, no guests today. Hope everybody's doing well, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man, on this fine Tuesday. So we're not going to be doing sports today, man, because I consider this to be like a light week. It wasn't really nothing going on. I could have did some Olympic stuff, but I elected not to because I ain't watch it. So I ain't want to be Googling nothing and then just, sitting on here talking. So today is going to be more of a free thought type of episode, man. So every now and then I'll do these, not when I'm like running dry to have something to talk about. Never that, but just more so when I have someone I feel is just more important to talk about. So this podcast is definitely, the foundation of it is sports, but, just like any other person, sports analyst or enthusiast or sports podcast, so they tend to get on there and talk about other stuff here and there. So today I'm going to be talking about my week/weekend recap and just some other things that I got going on, man, that I just want to talk about. Just want to share with you all. So this for episode 8, I'm calling this "Busy Isn't Productive," right? And I'll get into it. All right. So where's my bell? Let's get into it. All right. So per usual, man, I always go back and just do a recap of what I did last week or into the weekend. So Thursday night was date night. All right. So I work in the government, so I do an alternate work schedule. So I get every other Friday off, get extra work, get an extra day off for the pay period. It's a good look if your job don't suck, but you get home a little later. So you work 9-hour days, and then you know what I'm saying? You're so for me, it's Friday is my AWS alternate work schedule. So that means that on the off Friday when I got to go in, I only work 8 hours instead of 9, and then the next week, I get the Friday off, and all the rest of the days are 9 hours. So I got my buddy hit me up and said, hey, man, Blase Blog will be singing at this little spot in D.C. It's called 1865. It's off Rhode Island Avenue in D.C. Nice spot. I'm stamping it. So we like, cool. So we went up there. We popped up in the joint, man. I want to say it's black owned because it was all black people up in there. And nice spot, dog. Location was cool. I remember when I went to it a couple of years ago, it was on Georgia Avenue. And it was a little chaotic up in there because it just was. I think it was too small for their vision. Like it's got like you walk in, it's like a little restaurant situation in there. You know what I'm saying? Nice seating. Nice decor. You know what I'm saying? Nice bar situation. Food was good. I had some crab cakes. It was just all meat paws. So I'm stamping the food, and the bill wasn't even high either. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get no drink, but my wife had a couple of drinks. She said they was decent. So food, drink, ambiance was cool. And then on the other side, they got like a cigar side. So they did have that on the Georgia Avenue location, but it was tight. Just like imagine walking like in your living room and then you got like recliners on every corner and then people squeezing by. They got their feet kicked up, smoking cigars. Now put like 50 people in there. So it was kind of like that. So I didn't go get to check out the cigar side. I am going to go back. I got some buddies that we engage in cigar smoking here and there. So we said we was going to go back and check that joint out. So we went in there. They had a live band playing. I think it's called the Experience Band. They sounded really dope. They kind of came off to me like a Black Alley a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like they sounded kind of Black Alley-esque. I would definitely see them again. They was cool. And I seen this guy that was in there hosting it, man. Guy I seen on Instagram, another fellow photographer. I didn't get a chance to chop it up with him, but I could see that it looked like he needed some assistance up in there. He was hosting And he was taking pictures and video at the same time. So I was like, yeah. I need to holler at him. I think I'm going to holler at my friend, get her to put a good word in for me to see if he needs some photography coverage because, I be doing that on the side. So we went there, man. We had a good time. We got home probably, 11:30, you know what I'm saying? And we was cool. So I was off Friday, chilled out. And then Friday, another date night. Shit, I can't tell you the last time me and my wife went out twice in 1 week. So it was definitely needed. You know what I'm saying? Plus, we spent Valentine's Day in at a Whitetail Resort in Pennsylvania. So we was due. You know what I'm saying? With all the kids and all the other stuff we got going on, we was due for a hot date or two. So we went there. But this time, we went to a line dancing class, right? Yeah, I'm talking about like boots on the ground, wobble baby, line dancing. You know what I'm saying? So we went in that joint, and lo and behold, I'm the only dude. And I'm the only dude amongst probably about 20-something ladies. You know what I'm saying? Which is, initially I'm like, damn, I'm the only dude. My wife give me that look like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, it's cool. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be like, oh, shit, you didn't. Ain't no fellas in here, man. I'm going to go wait in the car. No, I would never do nothing like that. So we did the class. The instructor was cool. She's very patient with us. And, I wasn't in there shaking no butt or nothing like that. But, I was just moving my hips in a very, male masculine manner. And the class was about an hour and a half. It was only like $10. And we had a good time. Like, we had a really, really good time. Broke just a tiny little sweat. And then we started doing that one song, the little Tamia joint, the little boom, boom, boom. You know I don't know the words. When they started doing that one, I was like, all right. I had to bow out on that one, man. That joint was a little too, a lot of moving parts, man. A lot of the dances we had been doing prior to that was probably, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 different small step movements. This joint was extensive movement. One movement was, step forward, step back, foot behind the front, back, move left. It was a lot going on, and it was just that damn spin that was making it up. It was on my TikTok. I just posted it. Look me up on TikTok. It's what's my TikTok? Rob was here. That's my TikTok. And my Instagram is Marbury_Maze. And I just posted a video earlier today. So we did that, man, and it was fun, man. Came home, finished the night playing the game because we got home pretty early. So Saturday, took the kids bowling, and then I just decided to pop up on my man Glenn. He's a realtor. He's a real estate agent. If you're looking for a real estate agent, man, look him up on Instagram, Glenn C Realtor. Glenn C Realtor. He looked like he might be white, but I think Glenn is white and Filipino. Yeah. But look my good man up, man. If you know what I'm saying, you somebody looking to sell a house, or a friend, like, what I'm saying, hard worker, man, and great people person, and he gets you squared away. So I popped up on him, what I'm saying, surprise for an open house, just show him some love, man, and I think he really, really enjoyed that, man. And then, they had a nice little setup in there. It was a house in like downtown, close to downtown Silver Spring. Price was a little crazy. I wouldn't have paid it, but somebody out there love it. And they had coffee and they had matcha, bruh. I had matcha for the first time, right? I had it and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna try it. It was free, complimentary, and it was like, I guess matcha is just like green tea mixed with other shit. So it was like the green tea, and then they put like some little strawberry on the top. Bruh, that joint was weirdly good. Now, I don't know if I really be out here like searching for that joint, but like if it's something in the vicinity, as long as everybody make it the same, I be hearing people saying this shit tastes like grass, and I'm like, it tastes like green tea with some shit added into it. It tastes like green tea and like milk. You know what I'm saying? With flavor, like strawberry milk and green tea is what I got. So we had that, man, and then after that, we had some time just to sit back, talk camera stuff, talk gear and all that. Glenn, my good man, he's the one who kind of got me into shooting photography like professionally. You know what I'm saying? He had been doing it for like 10, 15 years, and I was like, man, this shit look fun. And I was already kind of doing it anyway. So I was like, well, fuck it. Let's see if the world ready for me. And we talked for a good time, man. And then Sunday, chilled most of the day, man. Went to the grocery store before this quote snowstorm came. and made dinner. You know what I'm saying? Watched some TV with the fam, and had me some little. I got training this week, so I've been chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been chilling. And as far as like this snowstorm, like them kids could have took their ass to school today, and in Prince George's County, them kids was virtual learning all day. Now, granted, they ain't virtual learn but about an hour or so, but man, they could have took their ass to school, 2 hour delay, and called it a day. I'm like, at this point, you know what I'm saying, they ain't gonna have no fucking spring break, and some are gonna be cut in half. They gonna be taking 2 weeks off and then going right back to school for the new year. But yeah, so that's it for my recap. All right, so now let's get into the topic. Again, I said I call this episode being busy isn't productive. So what does that mean? All right. So in a sense, that means that, as a husband and a father, man, very, very active family, very active, my family's lives, my wife's endeavors, my kids, you know what I'm saying, my endeavors, our endeavors. It can take up quite a bit of time, man. And it can also kind of like get to the point where you just feel like you like mentally, physically drained. You don't really want to do nothing. You just like, well, I did all this, man, so I'm gonna just chill for the rest of the day. And I think that's a bad habit because like there's always something else you could be doing. So for me, for instance, you know what I'm saying, when I feel like I'm overloaded, I just don't do nothing. If I feel like I'm overloaded or mentally overloaded or maybe not moving properly, I won't do anything. So I could just, give you some examples. So at work, you know what I'm saying, I'm a building manager in the government. So I'm constantly dealing with contractors, dealing with the tenants, you know what I'm saying, just dealing with a lot of dumb shit that be going around the build. I deal with it all day long. And then what happens is when no one's around, when my supervisor's gone, you know what I'm saying, when my other coworker's gone, when my director's not in the office, I just sit and fucking watch YouTube all day. Like I'll go in on a Friday and I know that it's shit that I had to do. And I would just sit at my computer and I would be on YouTube all day, watching YouTube racing videos, watching a movie on my phone, going out, walking around. I'll be doing everything besides my damn job. You know what I'm saying? At home. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me, doing what I need to do, I'll just be sitting on the couch, doom scrolling, or watching YouTube on the TV, or playing the game until 10, 11 o'clock at night, doing the work week, knowing I got to be up at, 5 a.m. What could I be doing? You know what I'm saying? I could be helping out around the house more. I mean, I'll be helping out. I'm saying I ain't sitting there like I'm some deadbeat, but I say I always could be doing more. I could be helping out more. I could be cooking more, cleaning more, you know what I'm saying? Helping the kids with homework more, helping the wife with her homework more, making sure she doing what she need to do. We could be working out. You know what I'm saying? I could be working out with my son. I could be getting my runs in. You know what I'm saying? I could be having tea parties with my daughter. But instead, because I just be feeling like I'm so drained from work, I'll just come sit on the couch. And it's like the day ain't really done till it's time to get into bed. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to kind of dig deep. And on the business side, like I said, I'm a photographer. You know what I'm saying? On the side. And instead of me, really getting out here doing it, I'm sitting there doom scrolling. I'm watching other creators. I'm watching other folks, getting, with book gigs and out here in the environment, like really, really making their mark, making content. And I'm not doing none of that shit. What could I be doing? I could be using that time when I don't have, paid clients to make my own work. That's what I used to do. Before I was getting paid to take pictures and make videos, I was taking pictures and making videos just to do it. And that's what brought in the clients. You know what I'm saying? And then I wouldn't be sitting around here, with people price haggling me or sitting there saying that we don't have a budget. Bro, I done heard we don't have a budget twice. That's also known as we don't have no money, but if you want to do it for free, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? So what's the solution to all of this? All right. Number one, the solution is to get up off my ass, right? Definitely not to be sitting here down in my studio, sitting on the couch, with my feet kicked back, bitching about things not going my way. That's definitely not the solution. You know what I'm saying? At work, if I want work to be easier, I just need to stay in front of it. I need to be prepared. I need to do my due diligence like they're paying me for. You know what I'm saying? If I want the house to be a little bit more calm, you know what I'm saying? I need to be coming in. I need to, you know what I'm saying, put out that reserve energy boost. And I need to do what the fuck I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I need to get in here. I need to cook. I need to go work out. You know what I'm saying? I need to be giving my family that time instead of just be off in the fog somewhere. You know what I'm saying? On the business side, what do I need to do? Like, I need to be doing what the fuck I need to do. I need to continue to sharpen my craft. I need to go out and film and take pictures like I used to. I used to take pictures of shit all the time. My phone be filled up with memory. Even when I had my first camera, I would take it everywhere with me. I got a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And I just started taking that shit like everywhere with me. You know what I'm saying? I've already conquered my fear of recording in public. So I'll set that shit up and record. I don't give a fuck. So like getting back to that, like I'm probably gonna go to the gym tonight. Like I'm gonna have that thing in there. And even if I'm just making some small little footage, like it's all to showcase like what I'm capable of. You know what I'm saying? I'll make videos for myself all day, and then I'll have people say, "Hey, man, can you do this? Can you do this?" Yes, I can, man. I can record any fucking thing, but they'll never know if I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna go back and say, "Well, damn, he made this like 2 years ago. Let me holler at him." No, like I mean, it's unfortunate, but as a photographer, man, like you gotta do all the hustling and bustling before you can get to the money. Unfortunately, yes, you're gonna have to do some shit for free. You know what I'm saying? Within reason, and you once you get to a point that you feel like you beyond it, then you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna have to make extra videos? Like are you gonna have to make a video for the photo shoot? Yes, you're gonna have to have behind the scenes or BTS. So whether it's me using my Meta glasses, whether it's me using my phone, whether it's someone else recording me, whether it's me using my Osmo Pocket 3 set up to the side. Unfortunately, this is the day and age that we're at when you have to do shit like that. It's people out here that are more interested in how you got the video or the photo to how you did to you just posting it. You can't just post a video or just post a picture no more. That's not that shit not gonna get you booked. I'm saying it might, but you know what I'm saying? It's still content that you leaving on the table by not posting it. So and just always, you know what I'm saying, going to events, like going to events that I aspire to be at. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, when I seen this guy 1865, I didn't know he, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know he was the host of it. And I damn sure didn't plan on carrying my full size camera to that joint. But, you know what I'm saying? Could I have taken that little extra minute and just, cause even though he was talking to somebody that been like, hey man, can I holler at you for a second, dude? I would have rather have done that in person than sending a DM. Letters don't really get it to you. Sometimes you gotta really shake a person's hand, you know what I'm saying, to see what they on. So I wish I would have did that, but that's just it, man. This is just me just publicly taking accountability for me just really not being on my game, man. I mean, even with my podcast, you know what I'm saying? This, I haven't missed an episode yet, but shit, I almost missed one twice because I felt like I didn't have nothing to talk about. So it's just like, well, bro, use your resources. You know what I'm saying? Use your resources to get you something together. Don't force it, but shit, it's always something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, sorry if I'm rambling, y'all, but I'm once I'm in the zone, it's coming out. But like even the podcast, man, like here I am saying, oh man, I would never do video. And I've been doing research, and I'm most likely gonna be doing video, but it'll be like simulcast, so it'll be like virtual pretty much. Yeah, I could record it, in my studio. I have the equipment to do it, but it's just more so convenience. It's just more so, something I can get done, and it's gonna look good regardless. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably something I'm gonna do. I don't know when I'm gonna implement it. It's kind of like the sooner the better, since I'm already 8 episodes in. But that shit don't really matter. But audio podcasts will always be the foundation of podcasts. But this day and age, man, if you want it to grow, it's gotta be able to reach everybody. So in order for it to do that, I'll end up doing video. It'll still be audio. Audio will always be here. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be a video option as well if you want to. You don't have to. If you figure my voice is cool, you don't want to see what my face look like, you ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? Plus, when I have my guests and stuff, it'll just be easier to do it online. I used to bring people to the crib and all that. That kind of became an issue. So I don't really want to bring nobody to the crib if I ain't got to. But as far as like keeping the creative juices flowing, that's just my advice to anybody. Like if you ever feel like whether you know what I'm saying, this is really speaking to content creators, photographers, video, whatever, you selling something. I would always say, well, what have you done lately? You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, you ain't been getting paid, but like, what have you done lately to potentially, you know what I'm saying, put a microscope on yourself? What have you done? You know what I'm saying? Like, I see people, all the time. And granted, this is not about like followers and numbers. This is about visibility. It's all about visibility. So if I follow you, we in the same field. Every time I go on my page, you always got some shit going on. You always posting something, whether it's good or bad. Like, I may see that shit as annoying, but somebody who really, really might need something in that realm is gonna be like, man, I'm gonna hit this guy. I keep seeing this guy on my Instagram, man, and I like what he doing. I like his consistency. Let me hit him up. And next thing you know, boom, you got your paid gig. It's just that simple, man. And honestly, I think this works for any profession. If using social media is a way of promoting yourself, this works in any profession. Whether you fucking doing nails, you're doing hair, you're a personal chef, you're a firearms instructor, you karate, shits, whatever you selling, like, you have to make content, and you got to make it daily. You got to make it, and you got to enjoy it too. Like, heavy emphasis on you have to enjoy it. If you're not enjoying, you know what I'm saying, like doing stuff to generate something that you supposedly love doing, then, I mean, you might want to look in the mirror and see what the fuck going on with you. Damn, that felt good. That felt good to get off, man. I've been walking around with that for a couple weeks, man. So I'm glad I was able to get that out, man. Plus, you know what I'm saying, I've been low-key missing my pops lately, man, the last couple of days, man. I felt like there was some times where I just wanted to call and just be like, hey, Pops, man, this is what I got going on. And even though, that's something that, like, he, as I got older and we became cool, that's something that he really wanted to, like, that's something he really wanted to do. Like, he really wanted to, like, be there to listen when I had shit going on so he can essentially father me. And I didn't afford him that opportunity as much as I could have. I wasn't like this, fuck him. I wasn't doing that. But it was just some things where I just felt like maybe he wouldn't understand where I was coming from. But, I mean, it is what it is. But that's all I got, man. You know what I'm saying? Episode 8. I feel good about this one, man. This is probably my first episode when I didn't talk about sports, all right? And if you just came here for sports and you actually listened all the way through this, man, I applaud you, dog. I applaud you. Let me know how you feel, man. Like, literally, if you follow me on Spotify, I don't know if any other platforms do it, but Spotify let you go make a comment, dog. They let you make a comment if whether it's good or bad or whatever. They let you do it. So I challenge you to, of course, subscribe, wherever you're listening or potentially about to be watching. But, yeah, man, leave me a comment. Leave me a review, too. Shit. Leave me something. But this episode 8, man, this is busy is not productive. Let me know what y'all think, man. Copping out.